Okay, next I have what is called a buying criteria form. Now, this just outlines the kind of deals that you are looking for in your market. Now, this is a form that you can provide to anybody, you know, that you just kind of want to get them in tune with the kind of houses that you're looking for. Regardless of who the contact is, it's good to set them up with one of these buying criteria forms so that whenever they see a house that fits your criteria, that's kind of the trigger in order to either send you the lead or get you on the phone or just, you know, generally just let you know about the situation so you can act on it, analyze the deal, and get an offer made. All right, so the buying criteria form, it's got your contact information on it, and it's got just the full breakdown of what you're looking for in a real estate deal, how you define it, whether it's residential or commercial or apartments or single family, whatever. Now, what I've done here is the only thing I have attached is my buying criteria form. It is literally what I send to people just to keep them privy of the kind of deals that I am looking for. I did not make this an editable form because I feel like there is a lot of you know, there needs to be more flexibility in this form, and I didn't want to put a template out there because it may not serve you well. And the reason for that is you may want to be very general with your criteria, or you may want to be very specific with your criteria. Just for example, I'm somebody that chooses to be very specific with my criteria. And if you open up that form, you'll see what I'm talking about. I break down houses by how old they are. I break them down by their location, their price range, their condition. So I'm pretty specific. Now, the result of being specific is that it results in far fewer leads, far fewer deals even, but I'm actually okay with that. I would rather have, you know, more time for myself and my family, and you know, not have to be so intense about property analyzing and checking out all these leads and making all these offers and all these follow-ups and all this stuff. Now, I'm missing out on deals because of that. That's just the truth of it, but I'm okay with it. And that's kind of what happens when you have a really specific criteria. Now, on the other side of things, you may be very general, and you can be as general as saying that I'm looking for distressed houses and motivated sellers. You know, that would result in all kinds of leads. I mean, there's lots of those out there. But that would mean more work, it would mean more offers, more analyzing, more follow-up, just more everything. And, you know, very likely more closed deals, more profit. But you just have to weigh those two things and decide what you want. However, you know, because it's such an open topic, you know, I didn't feel right putting a template out there. Feel free to use my criteria form as a guide as you set up your own criteria form. You can do it in OpenOffice, which is free, or you can do it with Microsoft Word, but, you know, create your own criteria form. I will just advise that unless you're in Atlanta and you want to look for exactly the same kind of house as I am, don't use my criteria form, you know, word for word. Very likely your market is very, very different from mine. And even if you're in Atlanta, your criteria may be very, very different from mine. So just, you know, think about the kind of houses you want to look for. Put it down in your own criteria form, and then save and print that thing off. You know, save it as a PDF and have some copies on hand so that, you know, if you're out and you see, you know, somebody that you want to connect with, you see whatever, code violation officer slapping a sticker on a window, you know, you can stop and, you know, you're already ready to go. You can have your criteria form, you can have a compensation agreement form, you can have a business card. You can have a conversation with that guy and go ahead and get the ball rolling with him right there. All right, so that's the beauty in, you know, having a defined criteria and having some of these forms and tools ready to go at a moment's notice. All right, so that is the buying criteria form. All right, moving on to the next one.